Episode 59. A serious man is the most handsome. She saw 2 boxes of condoms in the cart. Then she noticed that everyone around was looking at her. She felt very awkward and anxious. She quickly covered her mouth and stopped talking. "Of course, these are for us," Dario answered frankly. There was uncertainty in his eyes, as if he were hinting at something. Jade felt like something was moving inside her body. She stared into those clear and bright apricot eyes and said angrily, "Dario, don't say any more. Put them back." Jade had thought that he wouldn't listen to her and just buy the 2 boxes by force, but he exceeded her expectations. He just put them back on the shelf without any expression on his face. This time it was Jade who was amazed. She couldn't believe he was actually that obedient this time. When Jade saw him put them back, she felt panic in her heart and had an ominous feeling. She saw Dario mutter softly, "All right, so you don't like to use those." Jade almost vomited when she heard that. Could he have misunderstood her meaning again? Jade once again felt that he had insulted her intelligence. She could never win when talking to him. Seeing that he was about to pay, she quickly caught up to him and pulled his sleeve. She asked anxiously, "Dario, did you misunderstand me? I didn't mean to say that I don't like to use those, but that we don't need them at all. Do you understand what I mean?" Jade felt that what she said was inaccurate. Dario nodded thoughtfully and said seriously, "I understand. I also feel that we don't need them. I would like something more direct. I didn't expect you to be the same." After saying that, he gently held her in his arms. There was a trace of a meaningful smile on his lips, and he quickly kissed her on the mouth. Then he gently helped her tidy up the hair on the corner of her forehead. Dario's gentle actions attracted the attention of several people. But at that moment, Jade was about to vomit from anxiety. Did they not speak the same language? Jade was so agitated that she stomped her feet. She desperately wanted to explain, but Dario didn't give her the chance. Every time she opened her mouth, he took the opportunity to kiss her. He didn't consider her feelings at all, just as he didn't consider the feelings of the people around him. He had secretly kissed her many times that day, and every time, he didn't ask her for her permission. "Don't be like this. Don't you see how many people are looking at us?" Jade's face was turning red from so many people looking at her. The grocery clerk who they paid didn't look at her. Instead, she looked at Dario with infatuation. "Hurry up and pay!" Dario suddenly felt that the way she put her hands on her waist and urged him to pay was very similar to his wife. "Okay, then we'll kiss when there's no one else around," Dario whispered into Jade's ear. Before she could react, he quickly turned around and paid. As they left, the clerk who they paid was still reluctantly looking at Dario's back. Dreamy Furniture Town was very fast at delivering the furniture. Jade and Dario only went to the supermarket, but when they came back, the things they just bought were already in their new apartment, including the waterbed. When Jade entered the apartment, she almost thought she walked into the wrong place. With the new furniture, the place had the feeling of a home. The new place with its furniture made her feel more comfortable than she had at the house of the Winslet family. "Let's go to the room and take a look." Jade went to the room and found that the covers on the waterbed were already set. The black and white bed sheets and covers fit well with the decoration and style of the room. Although she liked pink, she still chose black and white in the end. She didn't want to be selfish and make Dario sleep in a pink bed with her. Jade really liked the waterbed. When she saw it, she could not help but go and lie down on it. It was very elastic and would immediately return to its original state when she got up. She was extremely happy, but she didn't notice that there was a pair of eyes looking at her. "Do you like it?" A low voice sounded beside her ear. Jade awkwardly stopped messing around on the bed. She turned and met Dario's deep eyes. She noticed a strange, new smell, and his eyes looked fiery, making her feel very uncomfortable. "Dario, are you hungry? I'm going to see what we'll eat tonight," Jade quickly said to change the topic. While talking, she tried to walk toward the kitchen, but Dario pulled her back. When he pulled her, Jade just happened to fall on his lap. Her heart suddenly began to beat violently. "I'm hungry. I want to eat. Can you let me go?" Jade sat stiffly on his lap and didn't dare to move because she was afraid that if she moved in that position, she would touch his... Wouldn't that make it even more awkward? Dario didn't say anything. He leaned on her thin shoulder, and their faces got very close. Jade could clearly feel the heat on his face. He hugged her for a long time but didn't do anything. Jade became even more nervous because he wasn't doing anything. She never knew what Dario would suddenly do to her. She only felt her heart beat faster and faster. "Dario, I'm really hungry. If you don't want to eat, I will eat by myself." Dario let go of her when he saw her angry face. Jade finally let out a sigh of relief. After he let her go, she immediately went to the kitchen to familiarize herself with the cooking utensils. To repay him, Jade decided to cook herself. She hoped that he wouldn't mind. Dario took this opportunity to quickly go to the study room and open the notebook that he had prepared earlier. That day, to accompany Jade, he had cancelled an important meeting and changed it to an online meeting. The others all waited in front of their computers for Dario to show up and give orders. Half an hour passed. Jade made a few home-cooked dishes and brought them to the living room. When she saw that Dario was not coming out, she carefully walked to the door of the study. Just as she was about to knock, she noticed that the door was open. When she saw him, Dario had a serious expression on his face. His sharp eyes looked even more profound than usual, and his serious expression had an indescribable charm. Occasionally, he would type rapidly on the keyboard, and then he would use his magnetic voice to give orders. His entire body gave off the feeling that he was a successful man. For a moment, he took Jade's breath away.